What's up, guys? Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to Cara's Cucina, YouTube's first and only Emmy-nominated cooking show. I'm Cara Di Falco. Today, I am going to show you how to make flourless chocolate torte. What I love about this dessert is that it's actually really simple. It's one of those things that feels fancy, you feel special when you eat it, it feels like you're out at a restaurant, but it's only a handful of ingredients and it doesn't take that much time. So what we have in our bowl here, and I just have this set over some water, we're gonna turn this on in a minute, but it's a stick of butter or 8 tablespoons or 1/4 pound, however you measure it, 4 ounces of bittersweet chocolate and 4 ounces of semi-sweet, 2 ounces of bittersweet. Recipes at caradifalco.com. So we're gonna get this over some medium-low heat and let that start to melt down. We wanna melt everything till it's nice and smooth together. In the meantime, I have 3 eggs that I separated. So I've got my yolks in one bowl, my whites are here, and I'm gonna start with my whites. We're gonna just beat these until they are nice and fluffy. Okay, so our egg whites are nice and fluffy. We can see they made a little peak where we pulled the beaters out. I'm actually gonna set these behind me so it's a little bit cooler because I have the oven preheating to 375. And I've already prepared my pan. So I'm using a tart pan for this, but a springform pan will work as well. And I just coated everything with some butter. There's parchment paper in there, and then dusted everything with cocoa powder so nothing sticks. And then I just wrapped it in a little bit of foil so we don't get any leakage from the split between the sides and the bottom. So again, I'm gonna set this aside as well. Let's check how our butter and chocolate is doing. Starting to get some melt. Move it around a little bit. Good. To our egg yolks, we're gonna add in sugar. And we're gonna beat this till it gets nice and pale. So we see almost immediately our egg yolks turn that nice pale yellow color once they have the sugar incorporated. So at this point, we're gonna add in the balance of our ingredients. So I have vanilla bean paste. You can use vanilla extract as well, 1-to-1, no problem. Of course, as always, a little bit of salt. And in this case, I'm gonna use espresso powder. This is about 1/4 cup. This is what's gonna make it nice and fudgy. But if you don't wanna use espresso powder, if you don't like the flavor of it, or you're avoiding caffeine for whatever reason, you can actually swap in cocoa powder. It's gonna give it a deeper chocolate flavor. It might not be as fudgy, but it'll turn out just fine. So we're gonna get these things mixed in. Okay, this part of the mixture, ready to rock and roll, so we're really just waiting on our chocolate and butter to come together now. So our chocolate and our butter completely melted together, it's nice and smooth, and I just let it sit for a couple of minutes till it was, at least the bowl was cool enough to hold, because we don't want it to start cooking the eggs when we pour it in. But at this point, we're gonna pour it into our mixture and get this chocolate all mixed in. Finally, we're gonna bring those egg whites back over and we are gonna get them folded into our mixture. Okay, they're just incorporated, that's really all we need. So we're gonna pour our batter into our prepared pan. Okay. And this we're gonna bake at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes or until it starts to pull away from the sides of the pan. After 25 minutes, you can take your torte out of the oven, let it cool completely before you cut it, and then serve it up with some fresh raspberries, blueberries if you prefer, or strawberries, and a nice dusting of powdered sugar. Guys, as always, the recipe is gonna be available at caradifalco.com. You can follow me, Facebook and Instagram, at Cara Di Falco, for all of my foodie adventures, great events coming up as well. And of course, subscribe to my email list. That's where you're gonna get discounts to tickets for those various events, and the best heads up on all the things that we have going on here in the Cucina. That is it for this week. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I will see you guys next time. Bon appetit.